And here we are. Hello. I got a question for everybody here tonight, and it's where's Spot? I don't. I don't know where she went. I don't. Where is she? I don't. Where's Spot? Let's find out together, shall we? Where's Spot? That Spot. He hasn't eaten his supper. Where can he be? Is he behind the door? Oh, scared me. Nope. He's not. Looks like he's not. Isn't he inside the clock? Who's to say? No, just like a really scary snake is behind there. Come on. Could be in the piano though, is he? Is he in the piano? Oh my gosh. Also no, but no twice this time. Look at that. Look at that. You didn't expect two no's, did ya? Where? Yeah, where is he? Hills, where is he? Is he under the stairs? Could be. No again. I don't. I don't know. It's really heating up here. This'll make it so I don't hit my microphone. Is he in the closet? Get out of the closet, Spot. Oh, no. Again, no. Well, let's see. Is he under the bed? I didn't practice this ahead of time. I didn't realize that there would be so much interactivity. Nope, definitely not. For sure not. Let's see. He could be in the box, though. Is he in the box? No, no, no! Uh-oh! Why is the house like this? What are... I have no memory of this book at all. I wasn't expecting it to be this funky. There's Spot! He's under the rug! Gotcha. There he is. Right. Uh-oh. There we go. There's Spot. He's on the chair. Maybe. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Just sit up. There we go. He was under the... Try the basket. I cannot believe that. I can't believe I was bamboozled. Wow. But look at that. But look at that. There he is for real, which is great because I see he's... Oh no, I thought he fell. He was under the basket. Good boy, Spot. And he and his mom have just like a really nice day. So that's Spot. And that's also Spot. Hi, friends. It's me, Lissa. Back at it again. Nobody. Uh-oh. I just wanted to have a nice sleepy time themed live stream tonight because none of my friends that I've talked to slept very well last night. I think. Oh, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. Look, I can't show you all the piles of books that I collected for this, but there's a few. We got some Dr. Seuss in this bee. Um, so I just thought, I would get in my jams, get some bedtime stories, try to talk, a little calm. I got some hot cocoa to kind of soothe my nerves, and we're just gonna have a nice day of it. Do you have any requests as far as Dr. Seuss goes, Hales? I got a few here. Um, yeah, the main guys here are Dr. Seuss and Sandra Boynton because I'm a slut for Sandra Boynton. I'm not supposed to. This is supposed to be PG. This is supposed to be PG today. Whoops. I literally did not take green eggs and ham downstairs. It's all the way up in my room. I didn't think that far ahead. But Hales, if you want to get on Discord and read Green Eggs and Ham on stream, DM me. And oh no, there's a lot right. She's gone. She's unfollowed. Everything's gone. No, it's fine. I accept it. Well, in the meantime, um, So the idea here is just to get people in like the sleepy time mood. So if anybody would like to share like a fun sleepy time tradition that they have, or something weird that they do at night, or just like something that makes them cozy, um, let me know. I'd also love people to tweet like PJ selfies at me if they want to. I'm trying to just get the vibes rolling. Um, and I got a little special incentive. Um, People are gonna have to guess what my special uh, bedtime routine is, and I will give an extra hint about what it is every time I get a subscriber or something. um, I mean, yeah, that's the insomnia is what I'm trying to fight um, as a warrior. But my first clue for free is my bedtime routine has something to do with an orb. So take with that as you will, while I read Barnyard Dance by Sandra Boynton. Again, Barnyard Dance by Sandra Boynton. A second. Oh, it's inscribed. Oh, it's from my parents' friends. Stomp your feet, clap your hands. Everybody ready for a barnyard dance. Bow to the horse, bow to the cow. Tour with a pig if you know how. Bounce with the bunny, strut with the duck. Spin with the chicken now, cluck cluck cluck. Oh, these are some nasty pages. Hang on. There we go. With a baa and a moo and a cock-a-doodle doo, everybody promenade 2 by 2. Prance with the horses, skitter with the mice. Swing with your partner now, once or twice. Stand with the donkey, slide with the sheep. Scramble with the chicks now, cheep, cheep, cheep. It's really so natural once you get the hang of it. Once you really get that flow. It's all thanks to the sunglasses cow, I have to believe. With a neigh and a moo and a cock-a-doodle doo, another promenade now, 2 by 2. Yeah, if you do this actual dance, they arrive. They come into your house, and they're just there. That's just where your house is. Then the farm. You got to be really careful. Trot with the turkey, leap with the frog. Take another spin with the barnyard dog. What a little guy. I just love that energy. He's just bet. Uh, Turn with the cow in a patch of clover and take a bow. The dance is now over. With an oink and a moo and a quack quack quack, the dance is done. But we'll be back. So that's a charming note. Um, I'm ready to go to sleep now. I'm really feeling I'm really feeling ready to sleep at this point. Um, Let me see if I can find like a PDF of Green Eggs and Ham. We can do that. Worst case scenario, I can see how much of it I can recite from memory. Nothing's gonna hold me back, especially not having access to a book. I suppose the issue is I wouldn't know how to share it because I don't know that much about. Oh, it's sad. It's not even pictures. It's just like a transcript of the book. I can't in good conscience deprive everybody of the pictures. You know what I can do? Is I can enjoy a nice little sip of hot cocoa. Oh, it's hot. Mm. So I don't know how all of you like your hot cocoa. I'm partial to nutmeg in it. I know that's more of like an eggnog thing, but I really, I still like to put a little bit of nutmeg in my hot cocoa. Um, we didn't have nutmeg in the pantry, but I'm pretty sure cumin is more or less just like exactly the same thing. I'm gonna just put a little sprinkle of the cumin in here just to really bring out the other flavors. There we go. There we go. Just for good measure. Ah, you can smell it. You can just tell that there's cumin in here now. You know, that's not even enough. It just kind of tastes like chocolate still. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of the crunch because it's cumin seed. I get like the texture, the cumin texture. It's perfect. Hi, devils. Do you not like adding anything into your hot chocolate, devils? You're not a fan of that? Oop, there's a stray cumin seed that just fell off. Can't waste anything. Waste not, want not. That's what I say. Also, welcome, devils. If you have a bedtime routine that you would like to share with everybody, please do. I have a secret little giveaway that I'm doing. The giveaway, to be clear up front, the giveaway is for my affection. It's, I don't have objects to give away. But if you can guess my bedtime routine, you win that, my affection. And I'm going to give a little bit more of a hint every time somebody cheers or subscribes. And my first hint was that my bedtime routine involves an orb. So, punch that into your calculators. Just try to figure it out. Okay, well, I can't say it, Devils, but you've already won the previous giveaway of my affection. So, it's a little cheating. Let's let's go with an old classic. Let's read A Goodnight Moon. I think that could be very nice. Goodnight Moon. Oh, wow, that is my entire family's name on there. Just everybody in my family. Kinda kinda probably could have looked through this a little bit more ahead of time. Squiddies and Orb? Orbeez stress ball. Ooh. That's a good guess. I'm gonna have to add it to my guest jar that exists. My special guest jar. Alright, here we go. This is I have to read it the far way around, and that's very difficult for me because I don't want to bump my microphone on. We'll see. And the great green. Oh, what if I did this? Hang on. You can still see the picture okay now, right? Okay. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of a cow, the cow, jumping over the moon. Squiddy's cheering. Thank you. Okay, it's time for a second hint then. My second hint is that the orb cannot see, but it can perceive. So do with that as you will. The cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. And 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse. I thought it said moose at first, but it didn't. Magic 8 Ball. There's some perception going on there, that's for sure. Goodnight room. Look at that. There's so much in that room. Maybe the orb related to my nighttime routine is in this very room. Who's to say? Vote it on your phones or in the chat right now. Look at that. It's beautiful. Can't forget about my hot cocoa. Can't let all that cumin go to waste. All right. Good night, moon. Good night, cow, jumping over the moon. Good night, light, and the red balloon. Look at that. It's right there. Wow. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Wow. There are the bears and the chairs. It's all coming together. It really is. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Those probably don't belong in your room, do they, huh? Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. It's all really coming together now. It's all also kind of coming apart now, because it's a very old book. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. A little bit of a glare there, but it's, that's part of the experience, I think. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. I don't remember it getting all esoteric like this. And good night to the old lady, saying hush. Hush? Good night, mush? It's good night, mush. There it is. What a wonderful book. It is. It's a real classic. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night. Noises everywhere. Noises? Yeah, noises. That was Good Night Moon. Just a little fun book that the entire family can enjoy. And I'm getting really sleepy at this point anyway. I think Spot's probably getting a little bit sleepy too. But it might be the heat. Like, I think, like, it was like 80 degrees here today. And probably hot chocolate is not the best thing for it. But I did bring a solution for that. I actually got something chilling on the rocks here. I got seltzer water on the rocks, my favorite. You really can't do wrong. So just to make sure, like, I stay cool, listen to that. Other than the dogs, nothing. Nothing. It's completely aged to perfection. That's how you know, because none of the carbon is there to, like, muddle the flavor anymore. It's just pure, you know? So I'm just going to make sure to use some of this to cool down. Let's see, is that enough? It's not quite there. It's like room temperature now, but that's not that refreshing. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Let's make sure that gets back on the rocks. Don't want to waste this. I have no idea how long this has been in my fridge. But that means it's more valuable, so I can't let any of that go to waste. Listen to that. There's certainly rocks on there, huh? Devils, do you have a book that you'd like us to read? If I don't have it, I'll try to recite it from memory to the best of my ability. It's coming together. Getting ready for sleep. In the meanwhile, if you don't have something available, I could always do. How about a Kirby book? I have The Very Hungry Kirby here. It's from an old webcomic that I really liked when it was still on the web. I'm good with anything. I just like listening to your voice. Ah, I'm glad. I'm glad to be a soothing presence. However, I am gonna burp in like just a second, so you might want to rethink. it's the carbonation, is long gone, but something about seltzer water. I don't know. So here comes The Very Hungry Kirby by Matthew Toronto, but with A's instead of Canada. Our hero woke up peckish. Oh, what to eat today? He thought a bit and then declared, "The world is my buffet." He snacked on a tomato. He then proclaimed with glee, "This tasty fruit would go well with a side of Waddle Dee." Wow, dude. He couldn't eat just one. He hogged out like a pig. And as he stuffed his gullet, he he started getting big. He munched the meaty mountains, inhaled the hardy hills. He scarfed a scrumptious skyline, filleted the freshest fields, plucked up a plateau platter while crunching capes and keys. Oh, it's really bendy. Capes and keys. He ate He ate 8 grade A acres. He slurped the 7 seas. Go off, Kirby. It's a little spooky, isn't it? Kirby's got a dark side, and I love him for that. The poor guy still felt hungry. You know what might be fun? He's bigger now, so he's got a deeper voice. If I inhaled the whole wide world, and then the whole wide sun. Quasars, comets, quasars, comets, planetoids. Huge cosmic cavalries of heavenly hors d'oeuvres made up of stars and galaxies. He ate it all. He ate all that could be. Uh-oh. There we go. And he found himself on one white void, lost and still hungry. Yeah, he ate the color. We don't have that anymore. We had to regrow color from our color cells. That's the lore. Also, Squiddies, I don't think I asked you, but if you have a like a fun or weird thing that you have as part of your bedtime routine, I would love to hear it. Just to get us all in the sleeping spirit. I think I'm gonna try to think if I have like a favorite bedtime memory, just to we can't get oversaturated with reading. There's a lot to get through, but it's not about the rushing. If you rush to go to sleep, you're not gonna sleep. That's just kind of how it works. There we go. That's just kind of how it works. Let me take a minute. A very fun bedtime memory that I have. It was in December. I went to Kentucky for a friend's wedding, and I hadn't seen that friend in a really long time. And there were a lot of friends actually who I am not able to meet up with in person a lot. They live very far away. And so a bunch of us, we all rented, or the ones of us who didn't live in Kentucky already, all rented out an Airbnb together. And it was a funky place. There was like an old, still functioning, like glowing Arby's menu, like the big ones that are like attached to the wall. They just had like a really old one where Arby's sandwiches were still like under $1. Excuse me, the burp's coming. I warned you all. And there was something about the energy of the place and like being around the people and just not like feeling comfortable being both awake and asleep in such an equal way because of the people that I was surrounded by, that it was just like one of the best nights, and the best sleeps, just because of being around comfortable people, which I think is in some ways more important than like a comfortable place. I usually just fall asleep to streams or Hulu. Nice. What shows do you watch? I'm trying to get a new show, because I'm putting off the last episode of Twin Peaks because the previous episode spooked me. And in the meantime, maybe we should read The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak. I haven't read this one. My sister was like, "Hey, you should read this." So I don't know. B.J. Novak is a weird author for a like sleepy time children's book. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But there sure aren't any pictures here. So that's pretty good. Watch a lot of Family Guy and American Dad. Also Bleach. Haven't watched any of those. I didn't know that those were on Hulu, to be honest. I like more of the softer styles of animation. I'm all about the colors. If it doesn't have colors, then, you know, what's even, I don't know. That's all I want. Anyway, hey, this is a book with no pictures. Driven through Kentucky a lot? Ooh. Have you ever slept in Kentucky? Because that's an experience. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. I sure hope that's not true. I'm so sorry. It probably seems boring and serious. Except... here is how books work. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say. Did I misread that? Everything the words say, the person... yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's it. No matter what. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's the deal. That's the rule. So that means, even if the words say... Blork! Wait, what? That doesn't mean anything. Blurf! Wait a second, what? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read. And I have to say everything the book says? Uh-oh. That's very relatable. I think I've stayed there once. I'm originally from Indiana, so I used to have family down there. Oh, lovely. It's nice to have, I mean, depending on the family, it's nice to have an excuse to go visit other places and just stay in a different spot. I am a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey. And now I'm reading... oh, no. And now I'm reading you this book with my monkey mouth and my monkey voice. That's not true. I'm not a monkey. Do I have to do a monkey voice? I don't know how to do that. Yes, I'm a monkey. I can't do a monkey voice. I don't know how monkeys would speak if they could speak. Yes, I am a monkey. I am also a robot monkey. It's not... what? What? This is... I'm getting, like, sweats. I'm so nervous about this. I need to drink some of my cool beverage. It's better. And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. Is this whole book a trick? Can I stop reading now, please? No? This is hitting so close to home. And now it's time for me to sing to you my favorite song. Oh, my song. Do I really have to sing? Glug, 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 my face is a bug. I eat ants for breakfast, right off of the rug. What? This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet? No? There are more pages? I have to read the rest? My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. Boo Boo Butt? And also, the kid I'm reading this book to is the best kid ever in the history of the entire world. Oh, really? That's true. Yeah, I mean, everybody I'm reading this to is amazing. So, that's all there is to it. And this kid is the smartest kid, too, because this kid chose this book, even though it had no pictures. Because kids know this is the book that makes grown-ups have to say silly things. That's powerful. This is, like... this would have been my favorite book, I think. Just because of, like, the sheer power that it would have given me over adults. And makes silly sounds like... oh, crap. Oh, no, 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 here it comes. Glurga wako magrumpfadu ay brug brog brog oomph blaggity blaggity this is... do I have to do this? Like, my face is turning red. This is taking everything out of my entire sense of being. Glibbity globbity globbity glibbity beep boop. Badoogie face. And that's all there is to it there. Oh my goodness. Please don't ever make me read this book again. It is so silly. In fact, it is completely and utterly preposterous. Skip the page. Next time, please, 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 please choose a book with pictures. Please, because this is just too ridiculous to read. The end. Bonk. I don't want to say that. That's actually the end. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. Do you want to come and read a book?
I can.
I just suffered through this that you had me read.
Because I heard you reading. I
Do
heard
you?
you were doing voices and stuff.
So honored. I'm so honored, Devils. Thank you. Yeah, do you want to come in?
It's so hot in here.
It's warm. That's why I'm cooling down with a nice, cool, chilled. I forget what's in here. I think like cooled seltzer,
God.
cumin, hot chocolate,
What's
just
that
to keep
second
cool. Cumin.
Oh,
We didn't
okay.
because we didn't have nutmeg.
No, I heard human.
Human. There's human in there. I don't know if they can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Let me this.
Oh, that's weird. I'm in the shot.
Do you not want to be? Do you not want to be seen?
No, that's okay.
Come on,
Okay,
come on and
I
guest.
told you that I would read something.
Yeah, come on. Tell the kids about it. This is my sister Jamie.
Hi,
She's-
I'm Lissa's older, smaller sister. I studied children's literature for 4 years.
Can everybody hear her okay? I'm trying to point the microphone as close to her as
sorry.
possible.
Should I read?
Let me do that.
Oh, fun.
And now it's like a podcast. People say hi.
Hi, Lissa's people.
I
don't know.
Hear that? Y'all are my people.
So yeah, I told Lissa that she should read A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo because I think it's fantastic, and she was like, "You should do it." So
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Also, if I know you and you want to read a book, hit me up on Discord and you can call in and read something to the beautiful people if you'd like.
it's really hard for me to figure out where this is in relation to.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's wild.
No, well, because if I'm gonna show pictures, I need to hold it like this.
I've wanted
but
to be
no
Lissa's
one
people forever.
can-
You've always been one of my people, Devils. You can read it first and then show people.
Yeah.
But that
okay.
is the way that kids always hated. I know I hated it when teachers. Excuse me. Jeez, I warned y'all. I warned about the burps. I did hate teachers who did that.
Well, it's
so.
what we have, so.
Well, that's what. I get ready to hate Jamie, everybody.
Hello, my name is Marlon Bundo, and I am a bunny. I live with my mom, grandma, and grandpa in a stuffy old house on the grounds of the U.S. His name is Mike.
Is it being weird? I'm trying to figure out if it's being weird. His name is Mike.
But this story isn't going to be about him because he isn't very fun. This story is about me because I am very, very fun. This is the story of my very special day. My very special day started out like every other day. I woke up all alone. Then I ate a fine bunny breakfast all alone.
No.
While I watched the news all alone. You see, sometimes old stuffy houses are also very lonely. After breakfast, I hopped to the garden to look at the flowers and say hello down there to the bugs. Hello, Phil. Hello, Dennis.
Oh, I love them.
And if you look closely, you see that it's Bunderson Cooper.
That's
So I think it's a stretch. Sorry.
that is worse than something I could do. That wasn't a brag. It was. Yeah, no, you guys get it.
He
Don't
was
worry.
a big, fluffy bunny with the floppiest floppy ears and the bushiest bushy tail. He was Bunny Beautiful. I was standing still, but being near him made my heart feel like it was hopping.
Oh.
This is him. My name is Marlin, I said, but my family calls me Botus. It's
Oh.
short for Bunny of the United States. It's a long story. My name is Wesley, and my family calls me Wesley, said Wesley. Wesley and I hopped together all around the garden. We hopped over daisies, we hopped over tiny carrots that weren't ready to grow up and be lunches yet. We hopped over Phil and Dennis.
Bye, Phil.
Oh my god, they're falling. Oh, fine.
Good job. Way to persevere.
Once we had hopped through every part of the garden, we didn't want to stop hopping. So we hopped right inside the old stuffy house. We hopped up and down the creaky stairs and made beautiful creaky stair music together.
Oh.
We hopped through the kitchen and maybe left a few bunny paw prints. We hopped through very boring meetings with very boring people.
Did you show the previous?
I think I skipped through. It was a very good hop. I have hair in my mouth. It was
That's the
the
risk.
best hop.
This is a high risk situation streaming content on the internet.
I'm not super familiar with like the youth scene, what people 3 years younger than me are doing.
The youth
I don't know what
scene.
any of this is.
Well,
Um,
I'm just saying, like, if you want to make this your career, you're gonna have to get a lot of hair in
Oh,
your
I
mouth.
sure don't. She
So-
tells me that there are people here, so hi people.
All right, now this is when you start acting like there's people here. Hang on.
It was a very good hop. Sorry. It was the best hop.
Aw.
And I realized something. When I hopped with Wesley, my old stuffy house didn't feel so lonely anymore. At the end of our hop, I said, Wesley, I don't want to hop without you ever again. And Wesley said, that's funny, because I never want to hop without you, Marlon Bundo, ever again. And we both said we will get married and hop together forever.
Aw. And meanwhile, Devil says we're here, which is perfect because that's exactly what somebody who
Wait, said a scary voice. You can't get
no.
married.
Oh, Jamie, I didn't know that there was this. I didn't know that this was going to be the book.
It's a kid's book.
I didn't know
What
that
did you
this was
think
the
it gonna
book.
be about? We looked around and saw that the scary voice was coming from the stink bug. Let me tell you a little bit about the stink bug. The stink bug was in charge. He was important. None of the other animals could quite work out why he was in charge or how he was important, but he was. And that meant he made the rules. That meant all the animals had to listen to him, even though he was, and this is true, very stinky.
Very
This
stinky.
is the stink bug.
And I'm page.
He's an upsetting figure. Boy bunnies don't marry boy bunnies, said the stink bug. Boy bunnies have to marry girl bunnies. But this is the bunny I love, said Wesley. And this is the bunny I love, said me,
Aw.
Marlon Bundo. Just being next to Wesley made me feel a little braver. Too bad, said the stink bug. I am the stinkiest and I am important. I am the stinkiest and I am in charge. Boy bunnies marry girl bunnies marry boy bunnies. This is the way it has always been. You are different and different is bad.
Freaking guy. I hope you took a photographic image of that picture because it zoomed on by.
We're powering through.
Do you want to get out of here? Is that
I don't like that I can't figure out what angle to hold it up at.
okay? That's okay.
Also, I think some of the images are more interesting than others.
That's fair.
The other animals whispered nervously among themselves. Pumpernickel, who was a badger, came forward. I'm different too, he said. I eat my sandwich's crust first. I'm different too, said Dill Prickle, who is a hedgehog. I read the end.
No, it was good, but not too good.
I read the ends of books before I read the beginning, just to make sure they're not too sad for me. I am different too, said Mr. Paws, who is a very good dog. Sometimes I sniff butts, and I don't know why.
I know people like that.
The book that the hedgehog is reading is Old Yeller.
Oh.
And Phil and Dennis are also there with the dog. They look like minorly unhappy.
Although not as powerful as Devils and I are going to be when we hop away together forever. I misread it, but you know, I hope I got the gist of your message.
Turtle. We're
A squirrel turtle.
powering through.
One day at a time.
Paws was a dog, and also and on this very special day, all the animals voted on who they wanted to be in charge. And
The options were stink bug or not the stink bug.
oh yeah, that's true. Those were the. This was not the stink bug. Hooray! Said me, Marlon Bundo. Hooray! Said Wesley. All of our friends, because that's what I say. No! You and everybody shouts. And
What a mighty shout.
here's the election, and here's the stink bug that looks like Mike Pence.
Time. And this was my sister's request for story time. Also welcome JB and also a bunch of numbers that I'm not gonna read. I'm so sorry. If you'd like to share about your something about your bedtime routine, feel free to share with everybody because we would love to hear about anything weird or just special that you have about your bedtime routine as we finish.
Oh.
See, there's plenty of answers out there in the world.
I'm different too.
And as if you'll remember, if you ask my bedtime routine, you my affection. I give out more hints every time somebody cheers or subscribes. And so far, the hints are it's related to an orb, and the orb cannot see, but it can perceive. So really stew on that one.
I can't imagine what this could possibly be, and we've lived in the same house for our entire life.
So it's going to be a really hard puzzle. Also, welcome Skinny Skits and Bleeper.
Bleeper Neeper.
It's lovely to have everybody here. And again, it's all about just kind of basking in the sleepy time. Just get your sleepies on.
My sleepies are always on. They never come off. Okay, we're close to the end of this book now, so you guys can stop listening to my voice soon. So, Wesley and I got married. We had 2 handsome groom otters named Muffins and Cubby, and a flower mouse named Hiccup.
The microphone gets very weird sometimes. I'm trying very hard. Hang on. Maybe it'll be better like this. My bad. No, now it doesn't hear you. Hang on. Wow. Jimmy just says wow. We'll see. Hang on.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay. We ate and drank and danced the hokey pokey. Dill Prickle was especially good. Dill Prickle looks like he's maybe a little bit drunk. And the ceremony was performed by a cat named Pajama, who brought her wife with her as a date. After we ate and drank and danced the hokey pokey, we went home together. We have to get some sleep, Marlon Bundo. Tomorrow we leave for our bunny moon. Because it doesn't matter if you love a girl bunny or a boy bunny or eat your sandwiches backward or forward. Ow, I just hit myself in the face.
It happens.
Or if you hit yourself in the face when you're trying to read to people on the internet.
What a well-written book. How did it know?
Wolf Blitzer he's a wolf, so, in this universe. Anyways, the moral is stink bugs are temporary and love is forever.
Alright, well, I think you better make like a stink bug and become temporary.
I don't like that. That's mean.
Thanks for reading. I'm glad you came by. That was a fun book.
Mwah.
Good night.
Good night, people.
Devils is clapping for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright. It's back to me. Let's make sure that I make sure to take a sip of my drink. You know, it's nice and cool for like the hot weather, which is like great. It's better than like a hot chocolate, which is just gonna make me sweat. But it's not like the same if it's not hot. So I did actually bring, I saw this coming. I did bring a solution to make sure that it could be cool while still being hot chocolate. So I'm gonna just heat it up a little bit. Just give it a little bit of warmth. Oh, it hits the throat. Oh, wow. Expect that to be a little bit more subtle because there's milk in there. But no, it heats it up. It's a nice combination of hot and cool now. It's very dried on the cap. Jeez, yikes. Hang on. Oh. I'm just rearing to go to bed now. Ooh, okay. Ah. Whew. It's amazing. Everything's fine. Let's read another book. Can't dwell on anything too much. Here's one that I'm really excited to read right here. And it is a really cool book that I feel like growing up I didn't appreciate enough because it was just like, you know, it just already existed. But it's cool as heck. It's an ABC pop-up book, but it's all Disney and it's pop-up. And I like, ready? Watch out. Oh, it didn't. Oh, hang on. I thought this was gonna work differently. ABC Disney. That's a blurb. I'm not gonna read that. But so A. Well, that's for Ariel, all right. Look at that. Here she goes. Love that. B. Well, that's for Bambi, of course. Gotcha. Of course it was for Bambi. What are you thinking? C, though. C's for Cinderella. That's supposed to be part of her dress? I don't know. It's coming. Is she like swishing around handkerchiefs? I'm not sure. It's cool as hell, isn't it? I'm not supposed to swear. I'm trying not to swear for this, you know, family-friendly stream tonight. But D? Of course it's for Dumbo. It's gotta be for Dumbo. E, meanwhile, is for Esmeralda. Which she is from, I would say, probably my favorite Disney movie. Because that music, that dang music. And, you know, I really respect Clopin. I think I related to him a lot as a kid. F is for Fairy Godmother. And also, I guess, the wagon, which is part of her. Is that how magic works? G's for Genie, and I think his body's a little messed up. I think his body, there we go. G's for Genie. Oof. The burps are just gonna get more intense. Now that there's a heat element involved. So H is for Hercules, and what a Chad. I is for Iago. His mouth's also a little funky. It's over here. It's at a bit of an angle. J's for Jiminy Cricket. Look at him go. Look at that motion. That's more freedom of motion than I have. Couldn't handle that. K is for Ka. Is that what that guy is called? I didn't remember that. The Winnie the Pooh snake. That's fun. Ka? It doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't know. L, other than being for Lissa, is for Lumiere, who, oh, he's also a little crooked. He's kind of swaying. M is for Mulan. A fun fact about me is that in middle school, I was in two different productions of the stage version of Mulan, and it's much worse. And also, most of us were white, so it was weird. And it's for Nala. O is for Oliver. I don't know if I've ever seen Oliver in company, but look at that face. How could I not? Look, I don't want to talk too much about the stage version of Mulan, because having to do it twice changed me. P is for Pinocchio. And look at that Pinocchio nose go. That's bad. I'm sorry. Q is for Queen, which kind of feels, I don't know, that kind of feels lazy. But that mouth. But it goes. R is for Robin Hood. S is for Snow White. The movie made me sad. The opening of Oliver and Company ruined me. Oh no! It's one of those that starts out just like harsh as heck. That's a lot. Like an Up opening. Like the opening to Up as opposed to like an Up. You get it. Anyway, T is for Tinkerbell. Love her. I don't think I appreciated Tinkerbell enough in my childhood, but I think that's also kind of how it is. You know, that's just how it be. U is for Ursula, and here's something that I remember is that they actually did a freaking reflection, and that's incredible. That blew my mind. Look at it go. Oh, V? Well, that's just for villains, of course. Here's all the people that we didn't put in our book, and here they are. They sure are doing evil and such. W is for the White Rabbit. Look at him go. Off onto the next page. X. X is for Excalibur, which is so cheap because that does start with an E and they show an E on there. So I don't really even want to finish this book at this point. But I will, because Y is for Yao, and that boy is King of the Rock. And Z is for Zazu. And now you know everything. And there's a bunch of other reading that I'm not going to do. So, there we go. We've worked through a lot more books already than I was expecting to, which is kind of cool. I didn't expect to make it through very many books, but we do have a huge stack left. Take a minute. Just kind of take another minute to stew. You know what, let me add some rocks. They're melting. I gotta make use of them before it's drippy. Just really to balance it out, you know. Okay, now it's cold. Now it's properly cold. That's hot chocolate. That's hot chocolate as it's meant to be eaten. Eaten? Doesn't matter. Um, let's see. We got some more Sandra Boynton books. We got some more Dr. Seuss books. Not that one though. That one's not here anymore. Um, we got a Fraggle Rock graphic novel that we could do, and that could be cool. I put a lot of Fraggle Rock stuff in my secret editing project that I did for Sixation. So look out for that. Look out for some Fraggles there. I'll do this one because it wanted to get away from me, and it doesn't get to do that. Oh, speaking of getting away from me, I don't know where Spot went. Oh, poor baby. Found him. It's okay, buddy. Put me in the zoo. Oh, this is not this is not Dr. Seuss. It's just got Cat in the Hat on it. Whoops. Anyway. Put me in the zoo. Come on. Just put me in the zoo. You can do it. I will go into the zoo. I want to see it. Yes, I do. Bye again, Spot. He fell. He's behind me. Not behind the chair. He's just like back here. I would like to live this way. This is where I want to stay. Honestly, like, who can blame him? Will you keep me in the zoo? I want to stay in here with you. There's his face. His big, silly, dumb face. Love it. We do not want you in the zoo. Out you go. Out with you. Why do they put me out this way? I should be in. I want to stay. Teaching kids early that blue lives don't matter. And now his spots are orange. Say, he looks very good that way. Now look at this. What do you see? Green spots. As green can be. What a talented soul. Violet spots. Say, you are good. Do more. Do more. We wish you would. Wish I could do that. Jeez. I can do more. Look, this is new. Blue, orange, green, and violet too. Oh, they should put me in the zoo. If they could see what I can do. I can put my sports up in this ball. It says spots. I can put my spots up in this ball. And I can put them on a wall. I can put them on a cat. I can put them on a hat. I can put them on the zoo. And I can put my spots on you. Look at this now. 1, 2, 3. I can put them on a tree. And now, when I say 1, 2, 3, all my spots are back on me. I'm going back and forth between doing a weird voice for him. And you know what? I just think he talks like that. I think when he's doing Spot things, he just has a bit of a dopier voice. Look now. Here's one thing more. I take my spots, I make them 4. Oh, they would put me in the zoo if they can see what I can do. Veremi, thank you for interrupting me. Are you kidding me? Because the fact that you just cheered means I have to give another piece of information about my secret bedtime routine. And here's my next piece of information. The orb has something to do with my family. Sorry, kind of a chill went down my spine. So if you can guess what the orb and my bedtime routine all have to do with each other, get to win my affection. Also, Veremi, if you'd like to share anything weird or fun or interesting or that you just appreciate about your bedtime routine, please do so. Let me lick my lips a little bit first. I take my spots. I take them all. I can make them very small. I just realized I didn't turn Streamlabs alerts up, which explains a lot about the fact that I've just had to check for the notifications. And now you see, I take them all. I can make them very tall. Oh yeah, Veremi, my other hints about my bedtime routine. It involves an orb, and the orb cannot see, but it can perceive. So. And when I want to have some fun, I take my spots and make them one. They should put me in the zoo. The things my spots and I can do. See, I can put them in a box. The spot box. I need a spot box. My routine is to resist going to bed until I can't avoid it anymore. That seems to be a theme around here, which is why I'm trying to encourage sleeping vibes a little bit earlier so people can maybe get a little bit more ready to sleep and hopefully have a better night. I take them out and they look like socks. Wow. Look at them. They're like shaken. They're scared. Help them. Please. And I can put them way up high. Up they go. I can make them fly. I put them high, up in the air. My spots fly here. My spots fly there. Well, enjoy your dinner, Veremi. Thanks for stopping by. I call them back now. 1, 2, 3. Now all my spots are back with me. Tell me now, you two. Do you like the things I do? Hi, Noemi. Welcome. I'm just doing some bedtime stuff, just to encourage everything. And if you'd like to share anything fun or unusual or just beloved about your bedtime routine, please do. I forgot to say, I said it at the very beginning, but if anybody wants to tweet me PJ selfies just to get the bedtime vibes rolling, that's also a thing that could happen. Tell me now, you two. Will they put me in the zoo? We like all the things you do. We like your spots. We like you too. But you should not be in the zoo. No, you should not be in the zoo. With all the things that you can do, the circus is the place for you. Yes, this is where I want to be. The circus is the place for me. And I don't know the moral of that one, but I liked seeing all the things that he could do. And I guess that's the moral of going to the circus. So if people enjoy you, do something to showcase your talents. So I guess that's why Twitch exists now. I don't know. I make up your own solution. Yeah, you're right. Get told, Spot Boy. Never mind. You're not right. That's not the moral. That is not the moral of the story. Speaking of Spot, get up back up there. Other Spot. There we go. Let's see. I have to put chapstick on right before sleep. Then I have the curtain to my window open. Yeah, I think sleeping is a great time for skincare. I don't know if anybody else ever does this. Every night, because I got, come on, buddy. You're better than this. Every night before I go to sleep, I'll just like rub Vaseline on my hands to make sure that they're just like really smooth and not dry at all. And it works really well. But what I have to do so Vaseline doesn't get it everywhere and just kind of rub off and not do anything is I put like silk socks over my hands. And that is like my main skincare routine for my hands and arms, and it does like it's amazing. I love it. Um, I've done it. I've done it for years. Spot, get it together. No, devils. This negativity isn't what bedtime's about. What's good skincare and how do I eat it? I think you can eat anything that you want to eat. That's why I'm drinking my delicious chili cocoa. So our next story is one of my personal favorites. There's a walk-in in my pocket. And again, if anybody has any recommendations or any requests, please let me know. I just hit my microphone real bad. Did you ever have a feeling there's a wasket in your basket? Or a neuro in your bureau? Do you read this to your nephew? Ah, it's a good one. I had like a mini version of this book because I collected like small things as a kid, and I'm only just starting to do that again. There's like a small version of this book, and it didn't have like all the pages. Um, but that was why I was so excited when I got the full version, and there were like new creatures that I could discover. um, or was it in your closet? What a what a dude. Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a jertin in my curtain. Sometimes I have a feeling there's a zlock behind the clock. And that Zelf up on that shelf, I have not talked to him myself. This was something about just like how happy he was to just kind of like sit in a dark room. Really, really meshed with me. That's the kind of house I live in. There's a nink in the sink. And a zamp in the lamp. They're rather nice, I think. I took too long of a pause, so the rhyme didn't work. Some of them are very friendly, like the yacht in the pot. But that yodel in the bottle, well, some are friendly, some are not. I like the Zabel on the table. And the Gr under the chair. There's a G and an H. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. And that Bofa on the sofa. Well, I wish he wasn't there. What a different time this book came from. I'm so genuinely enthusiastic about these books. This is so exciting to revisit. Um, and those nubbins in the cupboards. They're good fun to have about. But that noothbrush on my toothbrush, I could do without. It's a lot. Come on. The only one I'm really scared of is that Vug under the rug. And the Quimney up the chimney, I don't like him, not at all. And it makes me sort of nervous when the Zal scoots down the hall. But the Yeps on the steps, they're great fun to have around. And there are so are many, many other friends that I have found. She's got little flowers. Ah, they're a treat. Ugh. Like the teller and the neller and the geller and the deller and the beller and the weller and the zeller in the cellar. Vote it on your phones now. Which one's which? And the geeling on the ceiling? And the Zower in my shower? Oh, they jive. That's the last line of the book. How did you know? And the Zillow on my pillow. I don't care if you believe it. That's the kind of house I live in, and I hope we never leave it. And that book's done. All right. We're getting to the bottom of my drink. So it might be time to wind a little bit down. Ugh. It's delicious, is the thing. That's my one opinion on that drink, is how good it is. Let's see, huh? You know what? You know what might make it better? Oh. I thought I had Sour Patch Kids up here. It's okay. It's you know, it's got enough going on. It's a lot of. I like to pursue like the complexity of flavor. You know, I think that's very important to me. Okay. I can probably do like one more book, if anybody has a suggestion. And if not, let's see. Oh, if not, I would love to do the monster at the end of this book, starring the lovable furry old Grover. Because this book, I had to go through a lot to find it in this house. Hello, everybody. I can't do it. I can't. I thought I could. I thought if I just like barrel down and tried to do the Grover voice, I could. So maybe Grover's gonna sound a little bit different. The monster at the end of this book. This was a very dull page. That's not even close, huh? What's a Muppet-like voice? This is a very dull page. And what's on the next page? What did that say? On the first page, what did that say? Did that say there would be a monster at the end of this book? It did! I'm so scared of monsters. Shh! Listen, I have an idea. If you do not turn any pages, we will never get to the end of this book. And that is good, because there is a monster at the end of this book. So please, do not turn the page. Look at that. I always thought there was like a flower in his hair over there. Hey, you know, it's the things, it's the little things that stick out to you. You turned the page! Oh! Maybe you do not understand. You see, turning the pages will bring us to the end of this book, and there is a monster at the end of this book. But this will stop you from turning the pages, see? And I am tying the pages together so you cannot. He sure is, buddy. Anyway, you turned another page! You do not know what you are doing to me. Now stop turning pages. Gotta wet the old whistle. Ooh, we're really getting to the parts where the cumin didn't dissolve. So there's a lot of texture there. There! I am nailing this page to the next one so that you will not be able to turn it. And we will not get any closer to the monster at the end of this book. What a versatile man. He's got a lot of talents. All right. Do you know that every time you turn the page, you not only get us closer to the monster at the end of this book, but you make a terrible mess. This will stop. Whoa, that got away from me. This will stop you from turning pages. A heavy, thick, strong, solid brick wall. I would just like to see you try to turn this page. Do you know that you are very strong? The next page is the end of this book, and there is a monster at the end of this book, and I'm so scared. Please, do not turn the page. Please, please, please. Well, look at that. This is the end of the book, and the only one here is me. I, lovable, furry old grower. It's Mickey now. He became Mickey. And monster at the end of this book. And you were so scared. The end. Oh, that's me. The end. I told you there was nothing to be afraid of. Huh? Oh, I am so embarrassed. Love that. It honestly did kind of scare me when I first read it, huh? Thinking back on the old days, the good old days. But dang, do I love Sesame Street. Dang, do I love Muppets. What good, guys. And honestly, I kind of want to read just like a little bit of the Fraggle Rock graphic novel. This is like an actual full book, so I'm not gonna read a lot of it. But now that I'm in the vibe, now that I'm in the Jim Henson headspace, I'm just gonna do a little bit of it, just like a little treat. There's still some of my drink left. I don't know if I can call it hot chocolate anymore, just because it's so transcendent at this point. There's a lot more, I think, depth to it, to the point where it can't, really be called hot chocolate. Oh, see, like that. Mwah. That sip was genuinely just a mouthful of cumin, and you just don't get that with like typical hot chocolate. So, as like a final little treat, let's do just a little bit of Fraggle Rock. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum. I'm not going to do that whole thing. That's a very long... I take it back because I'm going to be so tempted to try to do the voices of all the characters. And that's just going to make me feel embarrassed. So instead, maybe as a final book, a real actual final book, I'm going to read one of Frederick's fables. One of those. I am going to find Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. I'm going to read that one. And then I'm getting sleepy. This is worked on me at the very least. So let me see if there's some kind of table of contents. Ah, here we go. Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse. Oh no. Oh no, these are long too. Oh, I didn't even know. Alright, no, it's only a couple of pages. It's just a lot more reading. And a lot less pictures. So let's get into it. Let's get a little bit calmer. I think, Grover brings out the wacky in all of us. It's kind of hard to resist his charm, resist his pull. Let's, hunker down. Let's get really chill. Let's enjoy Alexander and the Wind-Up Mouse before we, scuttle off to Dreamland. To Sleepsville, if you will, because I believe Dreamland is copyrighted. Help! Help! A mouse! There was a scream, then a crash. Cups, saucers, and spoons flying in all directions. Alexander ran for his hole as fast as his little legs could carry him. All he wanted was a few crumbs. And yet, every time they saw him, they would scream for help or chase him with a broom. One day, when there was no one else in the house, Alexander heard a squeak in Annie's room. He sneaked in, and what did he see? Another mouse. But not an ordinary mouse, like himself. Instead of legs, it had two little wheels, and on its back there was a key. "Who are you?" asked Alexander. "I am Willie, the Wind-Up Mouse, Annie's favorite toy. They wind me to make me run around in circles. They cuddle me, and at night I'd sleep on a soft white pillow between the doll and a woolly teddy bear. Everybody loves me. I'm the best. They don't care much for me, said Alexander sadly. But he was happy to have found a friend. Let's go to the kitchen and look for crumbs, he said. Oh, I can't, said Willie. I can only move when they want me. But I don't mind. Everybody loves me. And who could blame them? Look at him. Alexander, too, came to love Willie. He went to visit him whenever he could. He told him of his adventures with brooms, flying saucers, and mousetraps. Willie talked about flying saucers. What? Flying saucers and anyway, Willie talked about the penguin, the woolly bear. I'm sure this refers to the other fables that I skipped over. Willie talked about the penguin, the woolly bear, and mostly about Annie. Oh no, that's the stuffed animals. I get it. Don't worry, I'm on top of it. I'm getting very sleepy. It's I have that effect on myself, the sleep effect. The two friends spent many happy hours together. But when he was alone in the dark of his hideout, Alexander thought of Willie with envy. Ah, he sighed. Why can't I be a wind-up mouse like Willie and be cuddled and loved? One day, Willie told a strange story. I've heard, he whispered mysteriously, that in the garden, at the end of the pebble path, close to the blackberry bush, there lives a magic lizard who can change one animal into the other. What do you mean? Said Alexander. That he could change me into a wind-up mouse like you? Wow. I guess that's their little hideaway nook. Very sweet. That very afternoon, Alexander went into the garden and ran to the end of the path. Who was Alexander? Oh, lizard, he whispered. Lizard, he whispered. And suddenly, there stood before him, full of the colors of flowers and butterflies, a large lizard. Is it true that you could change me into a wind-up mouse? Asked Alexander in a quivering voice. When the moon is round, said the lizard, bring me a purple pebble. For days and days Alexander searched the garden for a purple pebble. In vain. He found yellow pebbles and blue pebbles and green pebbles, but not one tiny purple pebble. I love this lizard. I'm a big lizard fan. At last, tired and hungry, he returned to the house. In a corner of the pantry, he saw a box full of old toys, and there, between blocks and broken dolls, was Willie. What happened? Asked Alexander, surprised. Willie told him a sad story. It had been Annie's birthday. There had been a party and everyone had brought a gift. The next day, Willie sighed, many of the old toys were dumped in this box. We will all be thrown away. Alexander was almost in tears. Poor Willie, he thought. But then suddenly something caught his eye. Could it really be? Yes, it was. A little purple pebble. All excited, he ran to the garden. The precious pebble tightened his arms. There was a full moon. Out of breath, Alexander stopped near the blackberry bush. Lizard in the bush, he called quickly. There he is in the little box. The leaves rustled, and there stood the little lizard. The moon is round, the pebble found, said the lizard. Who or what do you wish to be? I want to be... Alexander stopped. Then suddenly he said, Lizard, could you change Willie into a mouse like me? The lizard blinked. There was a blinding light. Then all was quiet. The purple pebble was gone. Alexander ran back to the house as fast as he could. The box was there, but alas, it was empty. Too late, he thought. With a heavy heart, he went to his hole in the baseboard. Something squeaked. Cautiously, Alexander moved closer to the hole. There was a mouse inside. Who are you? Said Alexander, a little frightened. My name is Willie, said the mouse. Willie! Cried Alexander. The lizard! The lizard did it! He hugged Willie, and then they ran into the garden path. There they danced until dawn. On an unrelated note, I'm gonna sleep until dawn. Or later. Because dawn is kind of early. But you know what? There's a pretty decent stack of finished books that we made it through tonight. You know, old Spot and me, and that's lovely. And it was so fun to be able to do this. And I hope it helped people, get some rest. I hope it, was relaxing. I hope it was a good time. Um, I hope people try, my hot chocolate recipe. Um, and I hope everybody finds a little bit of orb in their life because I think that's made a huge difference in like my routine and in my ability to sleep. So if you can solve the mystery of the orb, I said it was about, like earning my affection or whatever, but it's more than that. It's kind of like a gift to you if you can figure it out, because there there's nothing more important, I think, than finding the majesty of the orb and just the ability to rest and be at ease, when the orb is perceiving around you. Um, and with that said, I hope you all have a wonderful night. And thank you for enjoying it, Devils. Um, and I think I'm gonna go raid 6 because I always forget to do raids. Um, and I love you all. Sleep very well. Mwah. Uh-oh, Hammer. Good night. It's the end. Hi and bye, Hammer. Okay, here we go. Um, oh, we got a second. We got a second first. Hang on. Okay, bye. Whenever it makes me. Here we go.